after a win against Arizona, winning 49-45 into the closest game we can get with Arizona in the division. We go 9-1. Detroit obviously 8-1. Green Bay 7-2, and Chicago not doing great. We are facing Chicago today. Defense, we kind of went backwards in that, but yeah, we'll definitely see how this one goes. Let's get right into the game against Chicago. Here we go. As we start this game off, Chicago getting a touchdown early in this game now. With Minnesota, I'm not 100% sure. We did get a win against Arizona, like I said, 49-45 in a close one because of the quarterback problem we had earlier. But Adam Pierre, he's been doing pretty good. I will say he's been doing pretty good as the quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, even though we did get him, they did trade him off from Los Angeles. There's a chance there. Let's throw it deep down here. Antoine Witten, once again, ladies and gentlemen, we passed Antoine Witten a lot. It's been our main problem with this season. We will tie it 7-7. Not a whole lot going on for the Minnesota Vikings here today. We do have this on medium difficulty, so I'm not really 100% sure how Chicago's going to play because, I mean, let's face it, they're on the bottom of the ranks, and we're about to get sacked. Look at this quarterback option, guys. We've been doing with this Adam Pierre. He's been doing pretty good. Give it to the running back here, see what he can do. He's got some good run. Tyson Arnett, he's been doing pretty good for being a running back. Let's hand it to him again, see if he can get some plays going. He does. Breaks a couple of tackles, and it's off to the races for him. But he's got one defender to beat, and he doesn't beat him. 37 yards. And we are only down by one score. But there's a problem with this, is that when we faced up against the Arizona Cardinals, we had problems. We had to come back. We had some defensive problems, offensive problems. And yet here we are, still going to run it in. No, he did. He did, but I don't know. They might want to challenge it. Hold on here. See what happens here as he makes his play. Oh, I don't think he got in, guys. Unless he dove for it or reached for it. They do call it a touchdown. It is a tie game, 14-14. We will have another game after this. And again, Chicago responding. Okay, well, I'm a little worried about Chicago right now. Not worried as much as about everyone else in the season. Look at that. Antoine Witten runs out of bounds for 16 yards. Another play again, that's Tyson Arnett. He's been doing pretty good for the Vikings, running back. But the wide receiver, Antoine Witten, he's been doing good. And nope, that's not good. That's not good. That's not what we wanted. Picked off by Chicago. And I think we might have just shot ourselves in the foot. I didn't even realize it was inches, and they will score a touchdown. And now it's a two-score game for Minnesota here. Trying to get back in front. Nice job by LeBug. Trying to get back into this game right now. I'm just not 100% sure how in the world we're going to come back after what happened in Arizona. We got 45 seconds left till halftime. It's 27-14. So we'll see what goes on. I'm not sure. Throw this one downfield. Nice job. Gets a man wide open. I think he will score. And he's not going to. 30-yard gain right there. 30 seconds to go. Oh, man. I'm really just feeling it right here. Looks, throws, got a touchdown, Vikings. Remember, we're now down by a score, so we're just going to make this a kick. It is up. It is good. 22 seconds left. We do get the ball back, but we are down by 6. There's a man play downfield. That's going to be LeBug again. And he's going to get tackled down for 39 yards. 240, against Chicago, the average was less than what I initially intended for Chicago. Went to dive for the first down, didn't get it. Here we go. Steps back in front. We're going to take a run and see what happens here. Quarterback's just going to run and slide 7 yards. It'll be first and goal in the red zone for the Vikings. And I'm pretty sure I should have given it to the running back. But we are going to give it to the right end. No, it's picked off. Come on, man. Intercepted, and it was a one-score game. Wow, and that's not good for Chicago. They did go for 2 points and get the 2 points. But, again, I really didn't expect this to come from Chicago. I know the Bears are not having that great of a season. There's a throw downfield. Nice job. Antoine Witten's going to run it down. We will score. But now we need to see if Chicago will respond after that. We did have a chance to come back, but now it's more dangerous than that. Down by one score, 28-35, and they do respond, 42. So now once again, we're down by 2 scores. So I'm not really happy with the way we've been playing. Otherwise, we haven't been failing. We're not doing bad, but you can see our defense needs a little bit of work, and our offense just needs to keep on pace with what we've been doing. As Antoine Witten, the best wide receiver in Minnesota, is taking it in for a touchdown. We are going to have to go for 2 points, and we do not get the 2 points. Oh, boy, this is not good. And they will obviously score a touchdown after our weak defense. A lot of opportunities for Minnesota. Again, we'll take a timeout here. And obviously, this is not really our game. We lose this game to the Chicago Bears. The Bears are going to climb back up. But obviously, this is not the game we wanted to lose, knowing that we are number 1 in the NFC North. Right in front of the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. We are going to go for 2 here. Last time we went for 2, we completely failed, and there's another failed opportunity there with 1:10 to go. So we're going to go for an onside kick. We did not get the onside kick, and wow, this is just like the Arizona game. It is not happening today. There's a nice catch right there. Tyson Arnett is going to run it down. Hopefully he gets a touchdown so we can possibly get maybe come back with 19 seconds left if we get the onside kick. We are going to go for 2 points to try to make it a close game. But again, oh, yeah, they're leaving me a wide open chance right there, and he's got the 2. I was like, what is going on here? Okay, got to go for the onside kick. We failed the onside kick, and we lose 48-57. Detroit takes over 9-1 as they had a bye week. Let's get right into the next game. All right, guys, so the next game we have is the 5-5 San Francisco 49ers. Now, the 49ers recently coming off a loss to the Baltimore Ravens, but not really sure how that's going to go here. There's a chance there. I'm just going to throw because I'm going to get sacked and he's incomplete because it's out of bounds. Oh, man. As you guys saw in the last game, Minnesota struggled to get anything going against Chicago with the loss. Not really a surprise, but I mean, hey, it could have been better. We could have prevented that loss if we wouldn't have given up that interception on that play. But it seems like that was intimate to happen. So right now, San Francisco leading 7-0. We got to really watch what we're doing here today in this game because San Francisco is going to possibly maybe climb back into this season. We're going to take a shot downfield. This looks good, and it is caught. Has Tyson Arnett with a big catch. Nice job. Let's take a look at that one. I just wanted to take a gamble downfield, and I just was like, you know what? I got pressure in my face. Let's throw a bullet downfield and see what's going on. And there's a throw right there again. Antoine Witten, he's got the most touchdown scoring for a wide receiver. He will score a touchdown, and hopefully we can tie this game here, and we do. 7-7 with 1:07 to go here. And San Francisco responds. Not 100% sure what's going to happen if we do lose against San Francisco. I do know that if we lose, we're not in shape for the division at all. The NFC North is still at hand. We could still, if we win and Detroit wins, we could tie. Well, okay, so if Detroit loses and we win, we tie for the NFC North with a 10-2 record. If we lose, Detroit stays on top, and I think, I don't know if Green Bay's got there, but you know what? We're going to throw this baby right there. That's going to get picked off, and that is a big mistake for Minnesota. Wow. Did not want to do that, and it's unbelievably not happening. Throwing it downfield, nice job. Going to get a play right there. We're going to run it out of bounds. I don't know what went wrong there. trying to hold on to the Minnesota offense here today, throwing it downfield, diving incomplete. And with 1:38 to go here, we just got to make sure we don't make any mistakes. But it seems like those mistakes are coming down to it, because if we get this, come out with a loss, it's going to be devastating for Minnesota. It's Antoine Witten again, going to run it in for another touchdown. And ladies and gentlemen, he has got the most touchdowns with the Minnesota Vikings here today. He's already got close to 12 touchdowns this season. Even passed to him more, and of course San Francisco answering. Not exactly sure. Just going to throw that away, and that gets picked off. That's not what I wanted to do. I thought he was going to turn left, and he ends up turning it over. We do get the ball, though, to start the half. Just going to run it because I don't feel safe. And we are going to get tackled for 5 yards. A lot of whole things going on right now with the Minnesota Vikings. Nice job by Tyson Arnett, breaking 2 tackles and running it down the field. He's got it, and this could possibly maybe put us down by 1, and it is, as Tyson Arnett scores. 60-yard touchdown right there, and Minnesota sets him up for a 2 points. Here we go. Oh, this is dangerous right here. Throws it down in the middle. Got him in, and the 2 points are good. It's 22-28. We are currently not having a game right now. It's 36-22. And there goes, I think it's, I don't even know the name. I'm going to have to figure it out when we get to a roster. I know that Tyson Arnett has been having a good year, and so has Antoine. Another chance right here as we give it to Antoine Witten. He's going to run it in. He'll score. Touchdown, Vikings. And again, the Vikings are coming back with some kind of strength. And again, we just don't stand a chance. We need to change our defense, and that's been a big problem with these losses that are coming to us, as Antoine Witten's going to run another one down the field. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be his 15th touchdown of the game. 15 right there. 62-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings have to go for 2. And again, I'm not 100% sure. Throws it down the middle, gets the 2 points, makes it 37-43. As they punted it. Okay, we have a chance. We have a chance. Ladies and gentlemen, the Vikings have a chance to beat the 49ers here with 2:26 to go. It looks like we're just going to have to run out of bounds here and stop the clock, but we are only coming up to some kind of conclusion here today for the Vikings. And Tyson Arnett is close to the end zone with 2:09 to go. Vikings trying to have it. Let's hand it off to Tyson Arnett again. He loses 2 yards. 2 minutes to go. Here we go. Let's hand off the running back again. Tyson's going to run it in. Touchdown, Vikings. And this will be the Vikings' first lead here today. We're going to go for 2. Going to see if we can tie it. We can't do it. So we stay tied as the 49ers will kick a field goal. And now we have 55 seconds left to answer. And now we throw it away. I don't know what we have to do to turn this season upside down or turn it around, as they say. Throws it incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 10, 41 seconds to go. We just have to throw it short. It's not going to happen. And now this is a do-or-die situation. Do-or-die situation, and it's turned over on downs. As San Francisco is going to put out the Minnesota Vikings. Throws it downfield. It is caught. No, it's short. And now with one final heave, this could be it right here. Throws it downfield, and Antoine Witten could win it here for the Vikings. And it looks to be a Minnesota miracle. The Minnesota Vikings have come back to tie the game and to take the win in a Minnesota Miracle win by 1. What a game. Wow, we're going to do one more game, and then that's going to end it. We are go 10-2. Wow, a Minnesota Miracle in Minnesota against the 49ers. What a game. We'll be back for the next game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next game is our division rivals, the Detroit Lions. Now, the Lions are coming off a win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I have to say, in order for us to lose here in this, we have to remain calm. Trying to get something to go here, not exactly sure how, but unfortunately this player right here does not have a name because we recently just got him. Oh, wow, what a play right here. I'm not even 100% sure, but I like the quarterback's play, and Tyson Arnett's going to run it down 32 yards. Nice job to start this one off. We did get during the break, we did manage to get a quarterback all situated from injury because we had our substitute quarterback who filled in, but Adam Pierce is in, and Pierre, excuse me, and we score a touchdown there, and that is a big one. Kick is up. It is good, and it is 7-0 Detroit over, 7-0 Minnesota over Detroit. Now Detroit comes back to tie it. A lot of people are saying that Detroit is the strongest team in the NFC. Well, guess what? Minnesota's about to prove them wrong. We're just going to throw that one downfield. Nice job. Antoine Witten, once again, who has 13 touchdowns, and he's about to get his 14th today. Ladies and gentlemen, number 14. Beautiful play, and Minnesota's back in charge, and we get it's way wide. How in the world did we miss that? It is wide right, and it's now Detroit in the lead. Oh, man, I'm not feeling it today. I just put some passes right there. Nice job. We're just going to take this to the second quarter. Down by 1. Again, Minnesota has a lot of offense still to come, and we threw it away. Wow, I was a little silly on that play, but that's all right. Throws it in the middle, and it's picked off. Oh, boy, and Detroit will go down the field, score a touchdown, and now we're down by 2. Well, we're down by, 8. But it's not as much as we want. I mean, all we need is a touchdown at 2 points, and we'll be back to tie. Here, throw this baby downfield, doesn't get enough. All right. We got to be sure that we know who we're throwing to, because so far we're not throwing to anybody very good right now. And that is becoming an issue for the Minnesota Vikings, who are throwing averages and that this quarterback has been throwing. We'll get the stats right after this game, but I got to say, Minnesota is starting to crumble before our eyes, and that's not good because we just got a touchdown. Now we need a 2-point conversion to tie the game. Can we get the 2-point conversion here? Steps up, looks, throws, got it. Yes, we do. Antoine Witten gets the 2-point conversion for the Minnesota Vikings, and we tied, and they fumble it. Okay, so Minnesota just got a fumble recovery from Detroit. And once again, the Vikings trying to do everything they can. Ooh, breaks 2 tackles. And we will have this one, hopefully. Right here, throws it in, touchdown. An opportunity right now, and now Minnesota is back in this game, and they have taken the lead by 1 score, 28-21. They did score, and they will score again after getting the ball back at halftime. Boy, I'm not really sure how this game's going to be played, but I do know that we have to get something to go in this third quarter to change course. Throws it short there. Nice diving play right there. He tried to make a stop, but Tyson Arnett, our best running back of the Minnesota Vikings, has been doing pretty well, I will say. Stiff-armed him. I would love him. To be down by 1, we have to turn it up, and that is exactly what we're doing. We're going to turn it up, but he's not. He's getting sacked. And Antoine Pierre gets sacked right there, and it's not good for this team as he gets brought down for 6 yards. 4th and 2. We cannot go for a field goal. We have to go for it. And I'm a little worried that we might get, yep, okay, I was a little worried we weren't going to get it, but it's Antoine Witten. He's going to run it in, and he will score for number 15. Touchdown number 15 coming from Minnesota, and the Vikings will tie it. 35-35. And it looks like, yeah, they're just going to the air. I don't even think Detroit's going anywhere. I think they're just going for the air, and we're not even noticing it. A long pass, tipped, and it's caught by a diving Minnesota Viking. And Adam Pierre just has to keep going in what he has to do for this Minnesota Vikings offense. I mean, he's been a good quarterback, but he's been struggling a lot. And I don't see a man open. We're just going to throw it to the right here, and he gets a man open. What a play. And he is break a tackle. He's going to go down to the 28 as we go to the fourth quarter. 35-42, Minnesota trails, but they're on their way to some kind of victory. Throws it to the wide receiver. He got him. Tyson Arnett. Nice job. And again, Tyson Arnett right now doing his best. We're going to throw it to him. He's going to get caught for about 2 yards. So let's just take it. See what we can do here. Breaks the tackle. He gets in. Tyson Arnett, 2-yard play. He's in. And the Vikings kicks it up. It is good. And it's 42-42. The biggest game we've had already. And now it's time for the Vikings to take charge. We're only down by 3. They did kick a field goal. But now I think I want to run this clock down. I think that's the main goal right now, is to run this clock down as much as we can. Knowing how much and how far we've come, I'm not sure. But I do know that if the Vikings keep this up, we may have a good opportunity here. Let's take it downfield real quick here. Throw this one downfield. There's a nice catch right there. And we are not going to take a time. I'll let the time tick. We're just going to run it. That's all we're going to do. Just keep giving it to Tyson Arnett. He's going to run it in. And the Minnesota Vikings have a lead, but this may be trouble. We're going to go for 2 points here, and we're going to get the 2 points just to be safe. Just in case the Detroit Lions... Oh, it's intercepted. Ladies and gentlemen, it's intercepted. Okay, so we may have a win by 5. And there's an opportunity here. Breaks the tackle, gets down for 40 yards. We're going to let the clock tick down. And the Minnesota Vikings are going to kick a game-winning field goal. And it's kicked too wide. No good. And it's over. Detroit wins in a divisional battle, ladies and gentlemen, 45-50. We go 11-2. I just want to see who we're going to face next here in this game, because obviously this is not what you want. And it looks like we're going to be facing Cincinnati next. So don't forget, we do 3 games every episode. We did have a bye week. We lost to Chicago 57-48. We won against San Francisco 50-49 in the biggest comeback ever. We had a bye week in week 13, and here we are in week 14 getting the win against Detroit. We will be facing Cincinnati next, but we got Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Chicago again at Green Bay to finish off the season. We only have 4 more games to go, and then it's it. So we're hoping, because look at the stats here. You got Philadelphia, you got Washington, 12-1, Dallas 10-3, tied with the Philadelphia Eagles, and then of course you got Seattle 6-6, San Francisco 5-8, yikes, and then Los Angeles and Arizona tied. See what's going on in the AFC real quick. Miami 10-3. Everyone's doing great. I'm not saying they're not going to make it to the playoffs, but let's take a look at the playoff picture here so far and what we have coming for us. So far, the divisional leaders on the AFC side are Miami, Jacksonville, Los Angeles, and Pittsburgh. And then you have the wild card playoffs, and then in the hunt are the New York Jets, the Houston Texans, and the Tennessee Titans. And the NFC side, Washington 12-1 leads the best offense in Washington. Number 1 offense that we've seen. Then you got the Minnesota Vikings 11-2, Carolina 9-4, the Seattle Seahawks 6-1, and then you got in the wild card, which could be in the wild card, Detroit, Green Bay, and Dallas, all 10-3. Then you have the only team that isn't in the hunt, is Philadelphia, Chicago, and the New York Giants. So you got everybody trying to get in to the NFC. Let's take a look here at the scores around the league real quick. I want us to take a look around the scores against the scores around the league for week 14. We did do week 12 when we lost. Detroit won 33-19. Green Bay won 30-16, and you see the rest right there. Yeah, it's been a very close battle. Then you look at week 12, we were big. Wow, Buffalo beating Indianapolis Saints 54-38. It's been all big scores thus game, and San Francisco, we came back against San Francisco, and you see Chicago losing to Seattle, Detroit losing to Green Bay, and then you got week 13. Wasn't that many big scores. The only big score you got there is the New York Giants beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 43-28. Let's review here and how many wins we've got. So far, this is what we've got, being 11 wins and 2 losses. Our biggest win was, we had 239 wins. I think those are them. The one we played against Seattle, and then we played against Cleveland. Let's take a look at the stats right here. Pierre has unbelievable. The yards are freaking outrageous. The yards are 5,895. Rushing yards are 888, and he's got 77 touchdowns, 3 runs, 12 interceptions, 1 fumble, and 2 sacks this game. Then you got Tyson Arnett with 30 carries, 8 touchdowns, 8 receiving, no fumbles. The best yet. You got Antoine Witten, our best wide receiver. His receiving percentage is 127. And, oh my gosh, 32.92 yards. He's had 53 touchdowns, and his average is 25.9 on the day. And then, of course, you got the kicking. You got the linebackers, the defensive backers. We don't have that much offensive linemen, but Fry is obviously 13 for 13. He's had 16 attempts. He's 290 yards for the field goal. And I have to say, this has been doing pretty good, but we'll see how it goes. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll get you guys ready for that game coming up against Cincinnati. But as of right now, we are going to go to college and see how the Nevada Wolfpack can get things done. Good night, everyone.